What is up, guys, and welcome to another live session of Developer Habits. And just to give you a small intro, my name is Ketmar. I am a software engineer from Estonia, and I also used to be a graphic designer back when I was freelancing, and I actually even worked in a small agency as a graphic designer. But for the past 4 years, I've been just a developer. And I started this small community called Developer Habits, where the idea is to bring together developers who want to become better by improving their mindset, their technical skills, and just find similar people for themselves. And in order to build developer habits, a really important part will be a website or a blog for it. And I thought it'd be really interesting to firstly practice my design skills again, but also show you guys how to build a web project from the designing to a fully functioning web solution. And the first video session that happened yesterday was about creating the first version of our front page. And if you saw at the end of yesterday's session, then I wasn't that pleased with what we had. So I thought I will spend some extra time to polish and achieve something that I am pleased with. So what we finished up with yesterday was the web page you see at the moment on the screen. As you can see, it's like, I guess, sorry, I mean, it's nice. It has a header component up here. It has a featured article part, also latest posts, which I was thinking about maybe have like different categories here in columns, like latest posts, most popular posts, and a newsletter subscription box. But after giving it a thought, I decided that no, it will just be latest posts. And just to show you like what the structure of the whole homepage could be like, then this is like the mock-up here. And we have the header, we have the featured article block, we have the latest articles. But and this is where we finished off yesterday after the stream. But I said I took some time to improve it, and what I came up with was the design that you see now. So I added some extra elements to the featured article like this. I also changed the fonts, added an author image, added some hashtags or categories for a featured article. And also I changed the images to like real thumbnails that I'd be using on the actual website. And I also refactored or changed the latest posts section just a bit. And I believe this the solution I have at the moment regarding header, featured article, and latest posts is something I like, and it's something I can move on with. And today the goal is basically to finish off the homepage design. So that means having a section for growth mindset, dev lifestyle, and tutorials articles, or like just have one article from each category. Let's see. Then have a newsletter subscription box and implement a footer. I won't be doing the about me part because I'm not sure if I want to have it on the homepage. Not sure yet. But yeah, let's continue with the design. And the next thing we are going to implement is the articles from 3 different categories: growth mindset, lifestyle, and tutorials. And for that, I'm going back to Sketch, obviously. And let's see, what do we have here? Just to remind you that I am using a grid layout. So you should see those gray columns on the screen, so it'd be easier for me to position my elements in the design. And I'm using SketchApp as the design tool. Now I lost my tools, like sidebar, but where's the toolbar? Hide tab, show all tabs, show toolbar. Cool. Yes, now we can work on. So I'm gonna change the artboard size just a bit to like 2000 pixels. And okay, now 3 categories or 3 posts that we have to show. And I was thinking that we can use the latest articles part as an inspiration here. Just gonna rearrange some columns here in the layers. So first column, do I even need it? First column, latest posts. Yeah, rearranging all the layers is quite tedious, but it's necessary because it saves a lots of time later. So I'm just gonna do some small refactoring regarding the layers. Okay, but now I lost the latest post's title. Let's add it back. So it can be like 30 pixels. Okay, and now we can continue with the design. I'm just gonna copy the latest articles block because probably we want to have something similar, because consistency is really important when designing things, just as when coding. And the idea here is to have articles from different categories. So what I'm thinking actually is maybe again just have 3 posts, but they are all from a specific category. So something like featured posts, and then we could have like somehow bring out the category that this post is from. So maybe we could do so up here we just use the hashtags, but it doesn't work below here because the title is already bold and black, and we don't want to have hashtags just like that. So actually what we could do is, can we maybe set the background for the title of the post here also? So this way we would make the title stand out more, and we could use the hashtags in bold again. I'm just gonna quickly try it out if it would work. So basically we could mimic the composition that we have on the featured article, like having the title here and bold hashtags here. Actually I'm going to show you guys what I mean by pasting this element here. I'm more than sure there's a better way to add those backgrounds, but I have to work with what I have. I mean, I have to work with the knowledge I have. Anyways, some kind of title like this. Maybe it gets too colorful. But let's just try. And then have the hashtags as bold. Okay, let's say this is growth mindset. No, it doesn't look good. I don't know how to place all the information that I want to show, so this is the hard part here now. Maybe I could just add, okay, I'm gonna remove the rectangle from here also. Maybe we could add category on the top of the article. Like growth mindset, not even in bold, make it gray. That's too light. This is so frustrating. I don't know what to do. So we have articles. We want them to stand out. We also want them to have a category showing from which category the post is from. And as these are featured posts, the category is quite important, or having the category brought out. Like in the featured article, it's really minimal. We just have the text here. How did Wistia do it? So Wistia is a website I used as an example yesterday. They have really nice design, but they actually have like category titles on top like that. We could try that. Like growth mindset. Then maybe, oops, I need to make use of the grid. Developer lifestyle. And here we could add tutorials. So basically now we have three titles in place. Let's see how it looks on 100% of width, or zoomed in to 100%. Okay, it's a bit weird because the title here, I mean, that part doesn't align with the title, and in my opinion it looks a bit weird. So the date here of the previous section doesn't align with the titles here. Maybe they need a bit more separation. We can try that. So the sections like latest posts and the section here, maybe they need more separation. Let's try that. So I'm gonna take the featured articles, and I'm gonna add a background for that block. So I'm just gonna draw a new rectangle. It's gonna be full width block. I'm gonna add a small background for it. Let's see. As you can see, I'm using quite colorful colorful colors, because, well, I want learning to be fun, and the web page should also express that idea. So let's make it like 120, no, 80 pixels, 60 pixels. Let's make it 60 pixels. So how does this look like? It's a bit better, I would say. But still not quite what I'm looking for. No, these 3 titles, they don't work here, I'd say. And also maybe move those titles in the middle. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna leave those in the middle, the titles at the moment. But Davi asked me to show feet. I don't have feet. But let's see. Yeah, I would still leave like one main title for a section. So having 3 separate sections just doesn't work. And I'm gonna have it in the middle. So this section title should be changed to featured articles. Featured articles. But now still the question is, how can we make it so that the categories also stand out? And at the moment I don't have an answer to that, but we will figure it out. How has Adobe done it? It seems like they didn't even have categories shown like that. But oh no, they have it on the image actually. Maybe we could also have it on the image actually. That may work. Let's see. So category placed on the image. We can. I'm just gonna draw a rectangle. Let's make it white. Now the thing is, the pictures can be really different, or images for articles can be really, really different. So when you add something on the image, you must make sure that it's visible. Let's see, maybe it works like that. Category, growth mindset would be the category. The font size definitely needs to be smaller. Let's see. No, that doesn't look good at all. Maybe just added the tag. Here also the category has to be with a hashtag. That's the convention I am going for. It seems like some of my mates just found that I'm doing a live stream and they have joined the conversation. Yo Tavi, yo Karl. Anyways, I guess the category may just go on above the title. I'm gonna remove other featured posts so we only have one instance to play around with at the moment. But let's see, if we just have the category above the title, that could even work actually. Let's see. I mean, that's not bad. Doesn't stand out much though. Okay, let's see if we add the category, if we add background to the category like we have here with the title. But the thing is, if I were to add category background here, I would also have to use the same system here above the or near the featured article, because consistency is the key. Okay, I would just have it like that at the moment, but I'm gonna try out having a white background for this article part. Just to make it visually more, well, make it look nice basically. Okay. Let's see. Let's add some small shadow also. I'm gonna copy the style of the featured article cards and paste this style to that card here also. Whoa, that's actually quite nice. I think that could work. Let's see. I'm gonna make what if we change the color of the category to something really colorful. Yeah, like colored. Okay, that's something like having categories colored. Let's say that growth mindset is bluish. Maybe then we can just have it underneath the title and the content of the cards. Let's see. Okay, I like it. I may change it in the future, but at the moment I like it. Yeah, and as the color is different from black here, I'm also gonna change it up here, so we would have some kind of consistency for categories also. So each category would have its own different color. Hey Adrian. Also, if you haven't visited Adrian's YouTube channel, then do check it out. He has like tons of tutorials about different web technologies, like how to convert a website from Adobe XD to a fully functioning website. I've seen Firebase tutorials, React, and so on. Definitely check his channel out. So, yes, I think this is good. I like this card part now. As you can see, again, the same thing that happened yesterday. I'm just playing around with things, seeing what suits and what doesn't, and I don't have like the correct answer, but I am just playing around with things. And now, just to give this image also like some kind of border. And now we should have this card ready. Yes. So this is the... Actually, I'm just gonna change the borders for the card just a bit. Let's change the width of it just a bit. Let's see. Like some people have asked me, you know, for example at work, how do I see the difference, like really small differences between pixels when developing or turning a design into a working thing. Then this is something that I have acquired, the skill I have acquired by working as a designer, because you have to like zoom in and make sure that everything really works. So this is the fun part of being a designer, I guess. Not. And it really is about, you know, playing around with the design, making sure that you find the right balance, what you want to do, and you're pleased with what you have produced. But okay, I'm more or less pleased with the result I got here. So now I have this card ready. I'm gonna move some layers around, and we again have the cards. Oh, the growth mindset, the category isn't inside the grouped layer of the post, so but I moved it around, now it is, and now we have 3 featured articles, and they can all have different category. So I'm gonna copy the color codes of habits. Oh yeah, Adrian's doing a 7 days 7 designs challenge by Gary Simon this week. Well, that sounds awesome. Like especially as I understand Adrian is more a developer, so doing designs is I guess a nice challenge. But yeah, if you haven't done so, definitely check out his channel. And and especially now that he's also doing design, so you can see how he does things related to design. So we have the categories ready. Tutorials. Yes, now we have the categories ready, and we have the featured articles block. I'm gonna make the artboard just a bit bigger, or increase the height of it, and now we have the block for featured articles. Okay, I'm gonna change the images here because otherwise the thumbnails all look the same. And Sketch has this really cool plugin for getting just random images. So Adrian's a designer first, developer second. Whoa. That's really cool, actually, like a designer doing code also. I'm gonna steal some random images just to have some content for my thumbnails. And as I'm using this daily Chrome extension, then all the thumbnails are already development related, so that's good. What else? And that one also. Obviously, at the moment, just to speed things up, I'm using random thumbnails, but after the stream, I will replace them. Okay. So now we have featured articles block. I guess that looks more or less. I may do some things around, but at the moment, I would say it's quite good. Maybe I should move. I'm thinking about moving this featured background up. So having the background up there. No, let's keep it here. I can always play around with it. Well, so the thing that Adrian is writing about at the moment, he said, I feel sad because nobody did a good job converting my designs exactly the same in code. And this is actually when I remember when I was working as a graphic designer, and like we had developers working next to us, and it was really, really funny because when I designed something and it had to be converted into a design, then like usually developers aren't that pixel specific in a sense. They don't follow the designs pixel by pixels, and it makes sense because in design you also want, in design and code, you want to have systems, and sometimes those systems do not align. That said, I like sometimes did my design codes by myself because I just wanted the design look exactly as I had designed it. So I definitely feel you, Adrian. So we have the latest articles block. We have the categories blocks now, and now I'm gonna design the newsletter box. And the newsletter box should be like, in theory, I want to have it like really simple. You just enter your email and send it. I may even just have one input field for that. So let's see. I'm gonna copy the featured articles part, but I'm gonna change. Okay, we have to make the artboard bigger again. So now the rectangle for newsletter subscription box. Now this part here should be, I don't even know if I want to give it a background or what, but it should be really simple. I already have a block with a background, and I think the logic should be that when you have a section with background, then the next one should be white. So I'm thinking what to do now. Maybe we can use the styles from the cards and apply them to this section, so that section has some kind of box shadow. See? Now this part here has a box shadow. And now, answer to Adrian, yes, I'm going to be coding this design later. We are going to use React.js on front end, and on the back end we are going to use Node.js. So it's going to be a fully featured project. We're going to implement the front end and the back end both. So the final result should be a fully functioning blog. And in React we are either going to use Next.js or Gatsby.js. I haven't decided yet if I want to do a pre-rendered HTML pages using or pre-generated HTML pages using Gatsby, or we generate pages on request. That would mean using Next.js. Newsletter box. We could have some kind of image here actually. Like, yo guys, subscribe to my blog or channel. We could use the styles that featured article has. So yeah, I don't know what to do here. Let's Google quickly. Let's go to Behance and let's see newsletter subscription box. I just need some inspiration now. Guess we could implement it just with some image. Let's see. It seems to be some nicely designed page, but no newsletter sign up box or newsletter subscription box. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna use my own face at the moment. I'm gonna use the styles from the featured article. So I'm gonna steal the image, make it smaller, sign up to the newsletter to get the latest news. Some really cheesy title here. Okay, it feels weird to be looking at my face. But actually we could use the titles here. That would also be cool. I'm just gonna drag both of the feature article components down there. Maybe we can figure out something with those two. streaming design is quite hard. You have to be creative on the go. But I really like this part, so maybe we can just use that part here. So it would be something, well, don't forget to follow the logic of the grids, obviously, but I'm thinking if we could use this motive here. And now something along the lines, subscribe to get the latest news. Yay. As you can see, I'm just playing around. I don't know exactly what I'm doing at the moment. I just need to have some kind of subscription box here. I could have done more research regarding that place or that part. I'm gonna check out how Pipedrive, for example, has done it. Okay, they just have some box here, but I know on their website they also have sections where they include a newsletter sign-up box. Yeah, like that. So we could do something like that actually. Yay, I'm gonna take what Pipedrive has done. But I'm gonna, yeah, so they have a title, they have an input field, they have a submit button. So we can do something similar. By the way, Adrian, which software do you usually use for designing web? When I used to be a designer, I used Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop for designing web pages, but I know that Sketch is so much more popular now, so I took some time to learn Sketch. I guess I've also heard that Figma is a good tool for designing because it also has things like something similar to Git, so you can manage your files and have versioning. I know Sketch has Abstract, which can be used for versioning, really, and Zeppelin for versioning. Okay, Adrian said Photoshop, Sketch, Figma, Adobe XD. So anything really, as you said. It's really nice to have someone who's participating. Like you have someone to share the ideas with. So paste style. Nothing happened at the moment. Why? So I'm trying to add some styles for the input fields. I'm gonna keep the background white, but I'm gonna add some borders to it. I'd really like to use the same styles as the cards that I have, so the user would know that like consistency is really useful and even necessary from the UX perspective, because when the user lands on your page, they will see some kind of elements that they are going to use as in order to navigate on your page. And if you are consistent, then they always know what to do and how to move forward on your page. Yeah, Adrian, as you see, I'm struggling also with live streaming. Like, constantly explaining what you're doing while thinking at the same time is really, really hard. But I just try to do it. Actually, I'm quite pleased with the result of that input field at the moment. Oh, thanks, man. Adrian said he likes the underline under the H1 tag, so that one. Yay! Yeah, I just again, I finished the stream yesterday and started playing around with the design, and at some point somehow got to it, because I knew I wanted to have more colors, so that's how it happened. So we have the input field here, and now we also need some kind of submit button. Let's see if we can have it underneath the input fields, or below the input fields. So I'm gonna copy the styles and just give it some kind of background. Maybe we can reuse the background color of our logo. No, that's too much. I really don't know what to do at the moment, but so something like that. Let's make it green, because green means good. Green calls to click. As a user, you know something good is going to happen, but where to place it? Okay, I'll just type something inside the text. Sign up. And let's make the button text a bit smaller, like 20 pixels or 26 pixels. Yeah, I'm picking the colors actually. I just picked them, and later when the design is ready, I try to like come up with some kind of logic or one set of colors that I'll be using. But just by picking the colors by my eye, it kind of lets me be more creative during the design process. And once I have the foundation laid out, then I can use like specific colors that I have picked before. But this box at the moment doesn't look that good. Let's see what I can do with it. I really don't know how to style it at the moment. Maybe we can have it I really don't know. Yeah, these guys here have used the, you see they have the or input fields and the button inside or next to the input fields. Maybe we can try something like that. But then we still need some kind of indication that it is a button. I'm gonna lock the background layer because it won't be moving anywhere. So the small things really take time. I'm gonna search some kind of email icon or sign up icon. Email icon. That one's nice, but I would rather have something simple. Like, that one. We have to credit the author of the icon. But that can be done on our web page. Okay, that icon will definitely add some value to us. So now we just have to see how to utilize the icon. Regarding font sizes, you should define your font sizes. Like, do not use more than four or five different font sizes. The less the better. Like, all your titles should follow the same rules. H1s should follow the same rules, H2s, paragraphs, similar rules, and so on. Because, as I mentioned before, consistency is really, really important. Okay, I'm gonna try to use that green color as a border. What happens then? And add a shadow. No shadow. I've got my layers all screwed up, so I'm gonna create a group out of those buttons here, or elements. So still not that good. It seems to me I'm using like really different styles at the moment. I should be more consistent with the styles. Like, I haven't used any borders except for those cards and this one here, but I haven't made use of theme borders with colors anywhere, so that's why it may seem out of place. But let's see if that would work. Because this is something similar we have used with the title already. Okay, I actually really like that. Sign up. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. The user, but there's no indication that it is a button. I mean, if you would come to the page and see this button, I believe you wouldn't think it's actually a button. So we need to draw the focus away from the title and draw more focus on the button, for the button, and maybe even the button should still be bordered somehow. Yeah, that's a good idea. You could have a dark version when a white overlay. A dark version, the same tint could work with the dark bottom backgrounds. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see. So with the dark bottom backgrounds, so like a white text, I guess. So yeah, we can make the dark background, white text, white icon. That's a good idea, Adrian. We will try it out now. It's nice to have a fellow designer here giving ideas what to do. Okay, the white at the moment doesn't stand out because our text is too light, but we can make it somehow stand out more. But what if we use yellow, because we also have yellow in developerHabits? Or we can also do something like that we have the dark button, and the dark button it has a background. Make it under the button, the line tints. Oh, yep. Maybe. Oh, that's nice. That will work. Nice. Adrian, you just saved my stream and my design. I'm gonna make it. Yep. That's it. Good job. It wasn't me, it was Adrian. And that's why you should check out his channel, because he knows what he's doing. This is cool. This is collaboration, YouTube collaboration at the moment. Yep. Adrian, what do you think? Are you pleased with that button? I believe it looks really nice. I might play around with it later just a bit, but the overall style is there. I really like it. Also, I'm not sure if I want to use full black or something, like just slightly bluish, because black is like a really strong color. But yeah. And Adrian just said that we could do a collab one day. Yeah, that would be a great idea. Yes, we got our button. Ooh, I don't remember when was the last time I was so happy about designing something. Okay, but my layers are fully screwed up. I'm gonna fix the layers. Text block. Because yeah, you should take care of your layers, because otherwise it will be so much harder to. Seems like the stream stopped. Huh. Why is that? Okay. Can you please let me know when it comes back? Please let me know when it comes back. Should be good now, I hope. Yeah, I don't know. My internet is playing games with me. Anyways, it seems like we are almost there. I'm not gonna add the GDPR button at the moment. I don't want to spend the stream's time for that. But this is quite good now. Now what we have to do is add a footer. I may also add something for the background here, because at the moment it's too empty. Like this block, this whole block here is there isn't much going on at the moment, so I may play around with it, but for the sake of saving time I won't do it at the moment, so I will just add the input placeholder. Please enter your email. Make it gray, so whenever someone types, they know what they have to type. The font will be light, because I don't know, I just like light fonts. Okay. The input width should be, actually I'm gonna make it so 1 2 3 1 2. I'm just rearranging and changing the width of the input fields. Now I'm gonna center the input fields. Whoops. Okay, that should be good. And now the only thing we are missing is the footer. And the footer will be something really simple. Like honestly, I'm not gonna do much with it. I really like what Adobe has done. They have like this really simple footer here. See, when you scroll down you can see they have their social media icons. For some reason it's not showing. Okay. But yeah, see, they have this really simple footer. The logo, some icons, that's it. Menu. And I'm gonna do something similar. No, but it really seems to me I need to have a background for this newsletter part, or newsletter subscription part. But I don't want to make the page too colorful also. So I really have to see what to do with that part. What if I change the whole background color for the page? Because I also want to have white as something special on the page. Actually, it may even work. Having like a gray background. Let's see. As you can see, I'm using Adobe's page as an example quite a lot. Okay, I'm gonna leave the white background at the moment. I may change it before the next stream. In the next episode we are already going to work on the article page, but first I'm gonna finish up this page and maybe make some changes and show it to you also. But yeah, let's create a new section. First I'm gonna move the layers around. Yeah, Adrian just said that he jumps around in Dribble or pages to find inspiration, and it's something I actually didn't do for today. I should have done it, like gather some ideas what the newsletter box could look like, or the whole page. But I guess we already have like the main flow going, which is really nice. So from now on it will be easier to just play around with some things. But yeah, now I'm going to create the footer for us. Wait, what? I'm gonna name this layer also newsletter. So now a new layer or new layer group, and it will be called footer. Let's use the grid to place the logo inside properly. And then we're gonna have some icons. Ooh, I'm gonna do something cool. I'm gonna try out if developerHabits logo works as black and white. Yes, it does. It's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave developerHabits logo as, I didn't even know. I'm gonna leave it as black and white. And then we are going to have some social media stuff here. So we need icons for, I have Twitter, I have YouTube, and I have Instagram. So Instagram icon. Would love to have something really simple. Yeah, Instagram, that one is good. Then we need YouTube. That one is, no. That one is good. And then we need Twitter. And for Twitter, we're gonna use that one. So 3 icons, SVGs that I am going to download. And yeah, I have to make some kind of reference on the blog page later for the designers of those icons also. Now I have all the necessary icons. I guess I should. Maybe I can't make it black and white because it's gonna. Otherwise, it's gonna. Like the balance. I mean, social icons and a developer habits logo shouldn't be all black and white because otherwise developer habits won't stand out. So let's turn it black to yellow. It looked cool as black and white, but I also have to think about user experience, but also directing people to the right pages, which in that case is my social media and my YouTube. So these are the social icons, and I guess we can have it here. I'm just gonna play around, not gonna use the grid because the elements here are really small. So I'm just gonna play around. So let's make it like 30 pixels. 30 pixels between each icon here. Yep. The Instagram icon is a bit too strong compared to the other ones. Again, I may change. Actually, I will try to move the social icons to the other sides or in the middle. Yeah, that's also an idea. This way they will stand out. And on the right side, I can just have like contacts. Because what I'm thinking is I don't need the menu to be to appear in the footer, because I'm gonna do it so when you scroll, then the header will come. The header will be fixed, so it will behave in the future. It will behave something similar to what Pipedrive has done, so the menu won't disappear. But I will add a contact item in the footer, or contact menu. So contact me, contact us, or contact me. Contact me is more personal. Let's use the grid. Also, we could add like developer habits and the year. The year 2020, so that people visiting the page know that it's not old, that the website is functioning. All rights reserved. And I'm gonna make the font here smaller, because footer content is not that important. And actually now I can make it again black and white maybe, because the social icons are far away. And here also I'm gonna make the font size 14. Yay, and we have our footer. And this is, whoa, this is more or less, I mean, there are things I don't like, but overall I would say this design is quite decent. Let's check it out. So this is the full screen. Yeah, this is cool. So you would come to the page, you have the header, you can search for stuff, featured article, scroll down, you see the latest posts, then you can see the featured articles. I may play around with those cards a bit, but overall I would say, yeah, the subscription box, and finally the footer. Nice, this is cool. And thank you, Adrian, thank you so much for being here with me and helping me to design stuff. And especially like this button here is Adrian's. Like a really good idea to make it dark and have the second background for the button. And we could also, like, I can demonstrate you quickly that we could have like hover effects for it also. Like you can, like when you hover on the icon, then you can change the color of it. Like at the moment it's, let's say, black, but then when you hover you can make it just a bit bluer or something. But I will think about it later. Anyways, that is the end of this stream. I think we were able to establish or complete what we wanted to complete. So this is the newsletter box, go green, and the footer. So basically I'm gonna play around with it a bit more, but basically the front page is done now, and tomorrow we are going to play around with the article page itself, so like single article page. But for now, I thank you for being with me here, and see you in the next video or stream. So yeah, bye. Not bye, I have to close the stream, but bye.